Come sit down, because I got to ask you something. I got to ask you something. It's going to be a hard question for you. It might be a hard question. I don't know.
Told me that it's gonna be light still.
Okay. Here we go.
What's up?
All right, Rob. What, in a relationship, what was the best gift you ever got? Told you it was going to be a tough question. In a relationship, what was the best gift?
I want to be so cliche. Are we talking a PS5?
PS5.
PS5. And a gaming chair. And an iMac. All in the same.
I can't lean no harder.
All in the same day.
I can't lean no harder.
I think what made it great.
What you doing? I ain't doing.
Me.
Cheap. Ho.
All-
I'm
all-
playing.
All in the same day.
On the same day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But if I want to be sentimental, I gave you the tangible. If I want to be sentimental, her.
Oh, here you go, bro. You just make me sick.
Her.
I just almost threw up. On this mic. I'm so sick of you. Oh, best gift you ever got was a PlayStation gaming chair and you said iMac or MacBook?
But I named all three. I know you asked for one, but I got them all in the same day.
So it all came as like a package.
It was a package deal.
Got you.
Her.
I'm trying to think what was the best gift. The best gift I ever got was a surprise trip. I think I got a surprise. I can't remember where we went. Florida. It was a surprise trip to Florida.
Yeah.
That was the best gift I ever got.
I think
real nice.
the question really is because you're adamant about I meet you on Tuesday, we're in Africa by Friday.
How long I knew first for the trip? It wasn't long. It wasn't long. I think I was tired. Matter of fact, that was one I was tired and I said it, but it was another one. It was many years ago. But I was working and again, just having brisk conversation like, yo, today's my back. I've been wide open, but my back hurting. And like, check your email. Check my email. There was literally a massage day in my email. Not a 60-minute massage. It was a massage day in there. And I was like, yo, what am I going to do in a day? And I like gifts like that. Like when you're thinking about what I need and what I want in the moment.
So my question is this though,
Mhm.
like at this stage in our lives, in your life specifically, right? But in our lives, right? How much are you willing to give and how much are you willing to receive without a guarantee that this is going to be something that's part of your future?
Well, I told you the other night, once I spend over $144 on you, we're together.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just playing.
Because that's kind of where I'm at right now. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just like, at this point, like, do I want to continue to? What do I want to continue to give?
Okay, so I think now in my older years, I'm pacing that. I believe you got to pace it. And so if I'm meeting somebody, them first couple of meetings, I'm not spending money. I'm not going to nice restaurants. I'm not taking the trip to Africa.
Yeah.
Let's go get some coffee. Let's meet, get some ice cream. One of my friends like, that's why you're gonna be single because you can't coffee people to death. Well, I need to know where this is going before we really start investing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Invest in dollars. Like, where are we going? What does this look like? Are you interested in me? Am I interested in you? I'm just out of spending money for no reason. It ain't worth it.
And you're a blessed man of God because coffee. Like at this point, we need to watch a movie with this popcorn I already have in my cabinet. Because no, for real, man. Because like at the end of the day, man, like at this point, like I feel like I've wasted some resources on simply just paying for company.
Yeah.
Like if I could just be real, like how much company have I just paid for? And those people are nowhere to be found.
That's true.
And so let's just say hypothetically I went on 50 dates. And let's say each date, including the tip, including gas, cost $100.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? 50 and 100, what is that? 5,000?
Mm-hmm.
Just for companionship that ain't here in my life right now. I'm just saying, man. And
I never thought about it that way.
And I'm with it. And I had I had a conversation with myself. Me had a fight in the last like couple days.
That's a tough battle when you and you fight.
And when you fight, like I told my mom, I said the next time I have a fight with myself, I need to lose because if me win, there's some things that come with that. And so I'm in a space now where like I believe in chivalry, I believe in whining and dining, I believe in all that. But I'm at a space now where I believe in that after we have made a commitment, after we made a decision, because I don't know how I feel about investing in something I don't know there's a guarantee behind it.
Would you feel better investing if both of you were investing?
We don't have to invest. We can just support our own habits.
Well, what I'm talking about like even down to coffee. Like, hey, we're going to go get coffee, or we're doing something simple, getting some ice cream. I'm talking about these are less than $15 dates, less than $10 dates here.
Yeah.
If hey, we're getting coffee, and like, hey, I want a honey bun, and she bought a honey bun.
Yeah.
Do you feel better if you can tell, hey, this person is trying to invest in the situation also not just me putting my $20 out there for coffee and donuts.
I think where I'm at now, hold on. I think where I'm at now, I just feel like we can both stand in line and we can both get our own coffee.
Okay.
Like and I'm not coming from a hurt place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming from a place where the little bit I have means so much.
Yeah.
And I am just not in the space right now where I want to invest into a space where, because I'm literally at that point, I'm just paying for your company.
Yeah.
With no obligation. And so one of the things we talked about before, right? You don't get my monogamy. You don't get, my economics, in return for your companionship in the moment, for your availability, I'm not trying to pay for you. If we can't talk on the phone, if you can't come by and watch this free movie that I've already paid for on Netflix, like at the end of the day, like at this point in my life, and it's not that I want to wine and dine the person that's connected to me going forward.
It's hard for me though. The Netflix thing, see, for me, I feel like that's longer down the road because I don't like everybody in my space, and I don't like everybody that close when I first meet them. For me, that's gonna take a couple coffees.
Technology is a thing though. Like we can share screen. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah,
like,
but
there's
no,
ways
but
around
we
it.
were talking about coming over to the place. I don't want you. For me, I feel better. Hey, let's get coffee. And for me, I'm gonna pay for the coffee. The coffee ain't gonna kill me. And I get what you're saying. Not saying that I know coffee. Trust me, I know coffee, y'all.
I
Y'all,
can
let me
afford
tell you.
coffee.
Let me look at this camera. Let me tell you who can afford it. Who can buy the coffee joint.
Yeah.
I know who got it. But what I'm saying, maybe that's still the old guy in me, the chivalry part. Is like, at least I can get the coffee. I can get this $3-4 coffee.
And so my question to you, for real, like what about our humanity says that you should even be accountable for that? Like why that off the rip is something that you feel inclined to offer. And I'm just asking for conversation purposes. I'm not knocking it because truth be told, this is why I just want to talk on the phone because I'll probably get the coffee too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I have an answer. I think it's just instilled in me. Maybe it's the concept of the man provides. I don't know.
And
even if I'm not your man to that degree. But you know
for
what?
me,
Maybe
I want to provide for the person that is definitively assigned to my life at this point. And I'm saying because I've done all of that already.
But you got to think.
Yeah.
I think we're when I say man provides, I don't even mean that in relational. I think, and you do it. I've seen it.
Oh yeah.
We just do it.
Yeah.
I think it's if I'm out, me, you, and a group of people go have a meeting, I'm going to naturally be like, yo, I got y'all coffee.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody
at the table.
I'm getting everybody. I got the food.
Yeah.
I've been out with you. I paid. Been out with you and you paid. And
this is the thing though about that is that the investment, number one, is mutual. Number two is long stead. I know you ain't going nowhere, and I don't mean that in no crazy way.
Yeah.
But there's enough relationship where
we got too much money in these cameras to go in.
You know what I'm saying? So there's enough relationship there. But what I'm getting at is literally the person in dating that that you are meeting, you're trying to get to know.
Yeah.
For me, because I've done it to both lions and bears. That's what David said. I've done it, you know what I'm saying, in so many other situations, and I've invested, and they're nowhere to be found. Mm-hmm. I think that there's a lot more conversations that have to be had before I even consider because I told my mom two things. I think the two most important assets I have right now are my brain and my resources.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to waste both of those at this point in my life. Yeah. I'm just not, and that's just where I'm at. And if we can't do free stuff, if you can't meet me there, you know what I'm saying? Or if we go do things that cost, if you have a problem up front when I don't even know you, supporting your own, because I'm not paying for your companionship.
But I think you should give the opportunity to see that. And I look for that. I'm not just saying I'm about to go out here and buy the coffee and the popcorn all the time.
Yeah. I'm
looking to see if I make the first step, what step are you going to make next? I think those are things I'm looking at. Like if I get the coffee, okay. You may not see any importance on this, but this I want you to hear me on this, Rob, and think it through. If I buy the coffee, will you get up to go get the napkins? If I bought the coffee, will you get up to go get the stirs? Will you go get I'm looking at it to see, am I just completely in this and I'm absorbed, or hey, are we gonna work together on something?
And I'm glad you said that because for me, I am burnt out in getting the coffee, getting the Slurpees, trying to balance that.
You getting
get
the coffee
napkins,
and the napkins,
and then I got to open the door, and all of that proves that I care about you regardless. And if I got to do all that by myself for you to feel, you know what I'm saying, that all I'm doing is setting up conditions for things I can't maintain.
Ooh, let me say
I'm not gonna be able to maintain that, bro.
If I'm opening the door,
Yeah.
if I open the door, will you at least take the paper off my straw and put it in the cup? That's all I'm looking
That's
for.
all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying,
Like,
y'all.
you know, one of the things that happened to me, like, man, this was a while ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago. But you know, you open the door, you let him in, and then she lean over and unlock it. That's cute. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. And all I'm saying at this point now, I think men, okay, not even men, me. I'm at a space now where I have to consider being more self-interested. Because at the end of the day, you do all of those actions that my mom and my dad has taught me to do. They taught me well. And I'm not negating that. I'm a gentleman in the highest order.
Yeah.
But there's a spot where being a gentleman puts you in a space to be unconsciously, unknowingly used. You know, when you're 6, 7 months in and you're working your butt off trying to earn this woman, and you're buying and you're hosting and you're taking out, and then you're 6 months, 7 months into it, and you still, only thing you get out of it is her time.
Yeah, I think it's got.
Nah,
I think it's got to be. I think it's got to be a mutual.
It's
investment.
got to be mutual.
I'm gonna tell you a thing for me. They always talk about how food is the way to a man's heart. Like food. I'm gonna tell you what's the way to my heart. The food, of course, food. I didn't get this big looking at food.
Yeah.
I know how to do it.
Yeah.
Food is the way to my heart, but it's something about making my plate. I love somebody to make my plate and to know what I want on it, or even to be like, yo, I got your plate. What you want? I think I look for things like that. I got the coffee. I'll buy the coffee. Are you going to help make sure everything? If I'm getting the coffee, are you making sure we got the table set? You see what I'm saying? I think it's got to be a mutual investment.
I think another thing, like alongside, you like your plate being made. At this point in my life, I just want to be considered.
Yeah.
And I may be a little too heavy right now. I may be too,
No.
But like,
I think we're saying the same thing.
I've been, and I'm just being real. Like, there's been spaces where, and this is the piece, I'm not blaming anyone for not feeling considered, because I've done so much up front. That was my own doing. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you why and I know we weren't even trying to go here. I'm gonna tell you why this isn't too heavy.
Yeah.
It's because both of us are in a point in our life that we've done well in what regards we have.
Yeah.
And our doing well is visible.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Our doing well is visible.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we meet people that have the wrong intentions.
Yeah.
Or they have the wrong perception out front. Like, ooh,
I like that better. The wrong perception.
They have the wrong perception out front.
Yeah.
And so we're at a space now we have to protect what we do have. I think that's why. So I don't think it's being too heavy. I think you're saying, hey, I don't want to go all the way in here, because if I do that with everybody I meet, knowing some of these people have the wrong perception, I wasted time, I wasted money, I wasted resources. That's not being too heavy. I think we do have to be careful. But that's why I'm saying I think you should. And I mean, of course, like you said, date however you want to date. I think we've got to do small things in the beginning to see where a person is and to see. Are they going to at least extend? I know you can't do what I can do.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that.
I'm not asking
funny.
you to do that. Yeah.
I'm not asking. Yeah. I'm asking where are you and what can you give? What are you willing to give? How are you willing to meet me in this dating process and this getting to know you process? You know?
I just think there's something to be said when a relationship should have a certain level of reciprocation, and and it's just like you feel like you're just always the one that has to do a thing. And I'm at the end of the day, I know about the concept about the lady or the woman being submissive in the relationship or in the marriage. I believe that the man is supposed to compromise and consider, but those two have to have a healthy conversation. And when they don't have a healthy conversation, at some point, someone is going to grow some level of resentment, and that does not need to be taken into the union.
Yeah.
And for me, I can't build unhealthy norms, because I'm telling you right now, every day I can't maintain that.
Yeah.
Some days I just want to get out the truck and walk into Walmart. And because I didn't get out the truck, walk all the way around to your door and open, it doesn't mean I don't love you.
Yeah.
I just want to walk in the store.
Today I was tired.
I just want to walk in, and I love you.
Yeah. I think a way I can bring this around.
Yeah, bring it.
Is I was telling you when we were talking about the best gift we ever got, and I made a comment, the best gift I ever got was a trip to Florida. When I got the trip to Florida, it really was just the flights to Florida.
Yeah.
And she was like, yo, I wanted to surprise you with a trip to Florida. I got the flights or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to get the room. I'm going to tell you why that was big for me. Because the flight, that meant she bought a first class ticket to make sure I was comfortable.
And you're going back to what I said.
You bought a first class ticket to make sure I was good. And then I know you don't, not saying you don't have money, but I know that's a stretch to say you got to buy a first class ticket. And now I know I'm picky about hotels. I think we both are.
Yeah.
You going to pay the $400 a night? No, I got that. I got
this
that.
Is the thing,
I'll
though.
meet you. I can
You
meet
notice in the beginning of my answer, I said her.
Yeah.
Right? Not the beginning, but somewhere in my answer I said her. Because the gift was great, but that was what I felt like one of the first isolated times in my life where I was considered without request.
Yeah.
Like I was literally considered. Like I'm just going through my normal day, doing my thing, editing on what I got, knowing I need, and I've been talking about I got to get me a new laptop. I got to
And I've been arguing with you about the gaming chair. I'm glad you got it.
You know what I'm saying? But like little stuff, and so the fact that on a random day, not because it was my birthday, not because it was Christmas, not because it was any holiday, just on a random day, like to be considered, to me, that's invaluable. To a person who has, to a person who is normally the person that like kind of leads that effort, you know what I'm saying? To feel that, that's invaluable. And so those are big shoes to fill. Yeah. Straight up.
I agree with you. Y'all, what we're saying here, y'all, is that if we're going to the movies and we buy the tickets, buy the popcorn. If we got the ticket, get the drink. If we get a ticket and the popcorn, get the drink. We're saying let's meet. Am I saying that wrong?
I mean, yeah, that's it. You know, and listen, we buy 5 things off the menu, get the cheapest thing, but just get something. Get the napkins.
I am simple. Let me tell y'all one time. I had somebody bring me a cup of ice, and it like melted my heart.
Hold on, let me back up a little bit. I want to bring clarity to that. If I got all the food in my hand that just got purchased, and I got to set it down to show them the tickets to get in the movie, put the phone back in my pocket, pick up that's a problem. No, that's not a problem.
No, I get you.
Like,
that's what I said.
At this point, I don't even know if it's even about buying anything. I think it's about just consideration. Like,
that's all I'm saying about. That's what I'm saying. I'm just using a tangible thing.
Grab the slushies.
Be considerate. If I'm getting the tickets, get the popcorn. If I'm getting the popcorn, get the slushie. Let's be considerate about it, because I'm the kind of person. Again, this is me. If I know we've been doing whatever, we've been dating, we done went to the movies, we done went here, you done stopped by the store and bought this and picked this up, and we done did these things, I'm the kind of person on a random Thursday, hey, here's $50. I know you spent some money on it. Here's $50, get it back. It's not neither one. It's not the money. It's not saying we need you to buy. It's, hey, let me know that you thinking about me too. Let me know that you considering how can I make this guy feel as special as he's trying to make me feel. And I think sometimes the weight is so heavy that the man has to win the woman, that the woman no longer feels that she has to do the work in that getting to know that relationship as well. I think it gets lost. Chivalry may be lost on both sides.
It could be lost because what do I always say? At one point it was a tool. At some point it also became a weapon.
They ask us, is chivalry dead? But they always ask that from a standpoint of a man opening the door or a man doing everything. Chivalry may be lost on both sides.
Yeah.
And that whole thing what you were about to say about a woman being submissive, a woman's only going to be submissive to a man that leads well.
There we go. And
here's the hard part. If I'm leading well and you still don't submit, cut this off. I'm done.
And leading well
I'm leading well and you still don't submit. I don't know what to do now.
Leading well doesn't mean I always say yes. I'm done. Hey, yo, for more content just like this, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Everything Give Me a Second on this YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the links below to watch other videos that are just like this.